Greetings or Segoli in Oneida. What is going on, all you human beings who are worthy of love? I just want to say I loved the midterms. Very impressed with your writing, with your video skills. Really appreciated what resonated with you all, making connections, whether it was your own family's experience and history coming to this country, with your own experiences in this country, with observations, with what you learned through the readings, through the videos. I was blown away. I was floored. I just want to say, Yawonko, thank you in Oneida. If you haven't already, I think we're just missing just about 3 of the, I think maybe 4 midterms. So make sure to turn those in and make sure to watch or read at least 3 other people's as well too, to get some insight on what your peers are saying as well too, in this collaborative, what we create here atmosphere. So appreciative of each and every one of you. Phenomenal stuff so far. For this week, we were talking about environmental racism, and this is an article by Polito from 2000. On this right here, it looks at it's a meta-analysis looking at a bunch of other studies as well too. What are some of the findings? The findings are that Latinos disproportionately impacted by environmental racism, which are going to be these hazardous sites which have toxic chemicals and different things which affect people's health. Another one of the same finding as well too, in this study, that Black and Latino households running 20 to 40,000 disproportionately impacted. So people of color, then also people from low socioeconomic statuses. Similar findings as well too, working class people, people of color from different ethnicities as well too, and looking at specifically in Los Angeles. Mind you, this article is about 22 years old, from the year 2000. So I think that it'd be very much worth study for this to be looked at again, but this is just looking at it from 2000. So this is a really interesting one, looking at the uncontrolled toxic waste sites in Hispanic populations in Los Angeles. If you look on the map here, you look at the N being the number of uncontrolled toxic waste sites and then the percent of Hispanic population. If it's going to be a darker shaded area, that's going to have a larger Hispanic populated area. So you can see some of the ones that are non-Hispanic populated, 1, 2, 3 it seems like a lot. And some of the Hispanic populated, you have 11 uncontrolled toxic waste sites in the year 2000. You have 8 in this one right here as well too. So 4 right here, a great deal more than all the rest of them combined as well too, just would be in some of these one different area. So the maps are very telling, these toxic release inventory and non-Hispanic white population sites as well. So looking again at the percent in non-Hispanic white population in Los Angeles and Orange counties as well too. So that as you look at those for the non-Hispanic white, it's going to be like the shown in the white part of the graph, and then this darker shaded area is going to be for the Hispanic population as well, for people living there in the Southern California region. So you can see how the higher, usually these different Hispanic populated areas these toxic release inventory sites are much more relevant, are much more prevalent. And again, this shows the same thing in this map as well here too, looking at these transfer, storage, and disposal facilities in non-Hispanic white populations. Again, the darker shaded area are going to be the higher Hispanic populations. The non-Hispanic is going to be the lighter shaded regions. So just seeing a very high number of transfer, storage, and disposal facilities right here in largely Hispanic populated areas. So that's just some of the takeaways there from the reading. Again, for sure, read the intro, the conclusion, look at some of those graphs, read as much as you can, but those are gonna be some of the big takeaways that I want you all to see with that specifically. And then also, I want you all just to make sure that you're staying up to date on your assignments for each week. I think everyone's been doing good so far, just missing about 2 or 3 people for each of the weeks, and just from a few of those people from the midterm. But for the environmental racism, this is gonna be the videos you're gonna be watching. You can click on this link and go through. And then you know the drill, people. 3 to 7 sentences as a response here, or 30 seconds to a minute-long video. I have been loving learning from each and every one of you. Even though it's asynchronous, it's really been great to put our minds together. And as we say in Oneida, let's put our minds together, so be it in our minds. You are a human being who is worthy of love. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions about what's going on. Be sure to refer to the syllabus, refer to this if you have any questions about assignments or different things of that nature. With that being said, just want to say, Yawanko Galunkua Nugiwa, as we work on some peacemaking. If you want to bring peace to the world, you first must bring peace to yourself. I invite you to sit up nice and tall, an invitation, not an obligation, by taking the deepest breath of love you've had all day, breathing in some love, breathing like you love yourself. Here we go. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Exhale some love. As we say in Oneida, Skanagoga, Skanago. Are you with peace? I am with peace. You're a human being who is worthy of love. That's right, that's you. Keep on being amazing. I'll see you next week. All the best to you, people.